Hello, it's Ozzie the Bee, and today I will be giving you my 5 best tips on how to water watermelon. Tip number 1. How to tell if your watermelon even need to be watered. Watermelon plants need 1 to 2 inches of water every week. If it hasn't rained in a week, you should probably water them. If the ground looks especially dry, completely opposite of dry, then you should water them. If the leaves are very droopy and it's not the middle of the day, you should water them. Otherwise, your watermelon are doing just fine. So, tip number 2. Avoid wetting the leaves. When you are pouring water on them, try your best not to get the leaves particularly wet because that can cause fungus to grow on the leaves, and that would be terrible. So avoid wetting the leaves when you are watering. Tip number 3. Water at the base. This tip goes hand in hand with tip number 2 in that instead of pouring water on the leaf, you want to pour water right at the base because the roots are what need water, so you want to go in right here. The bonus tip. When you are pouring your water onto the roots, if the dirt gets washed, you must watch and make sure that the dirt does not wash away and reveal the root to the sun, because roots that are not buried are dead roots. So after you pour some water on there, let the water soak in and make sure that your roots are still nicely covered and under the ground. All you want to see is this green stuff, and if they do pop up, make sure to cover them up real quick. Tip number 4. Moisten your soil. Do not waterlog it. As you can see, this soil is very rich and nice and moist looking. So if I add a bit more water to it, you can see how wet and kind of not soaking in it is, and that's because the soil is already full of moisture. If I put a normal amount of water on it, it would be totally waterlogged. So you see, you always want to give them enough water, but not too much. Tip number 5. How to know when to stop watering watermelon. As you probably noticed, the watermelon leaves are becoming very sparse. That's because the plant is giving everything it has into the beautiful watermelon. It is juicing up right now. So this is the time when I really need to cut back on my watering. Because if I continue to water the patch heavily like it needed earlier in the season, then the watermelon will not be as sugary or juicy as they're supposed to be. So now's the time when you and me, we want to start easing back a little bit on the watering. For an example, I took a nice little video of what the watermelon patch looked like before when you had to keep watering it, so let's see the difference. As you can see back then, the leaves were a lot fuller. It looks a lot different today, doesn't it? Bonus tip. When you are watering watermelon, it is best not to splash. So don't water like this. It's just a bad idea. Now you know everything you need to know about watering watermelon. So go forth and be successful in your growing of watermelons. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye. Goodbye. Always remember to be happy. I'm buzzing away.
Let's go with Ozzie the Bee and learn some gardening. Plants, flowers, it doesn't matter, we'll get better. It's only the beginning now, so let's sow our seeds and pluck the weeds and let the sun do the rest.